could help the housing market, low mortgage rates. For the second week in a row, the 30-year fixed remained at an all-time record low. It's stuck at 0.87%. That compares to 5.05% a year ago. Still, even with mortgages enticingly low, getting a loan these days can be a big headache. Suzanne Pratt takes a look at one woman's quest for home sweet home.
Dr. Fernaz Safi is happy, having just purchased this two-bedroom condo in Cliffside Park, New Jersey. But her path to property ownership was bumpy. 2 years ago, she had wanted to buy a different place, but went through hoops when trying to get a loan from a large bank.
It took about 5 to 6 months. Finally, they said, no, we really can't, get the mortgage. You'll need this additional piece of information. That additional piece of information will need at least another 2 to 3 months. At which point, honestly, I didn't have that time. So I just pretty much pulled out.
After taking a break from her search, Safi tried again, this time with a smaller bank.
From the time that I put an offer in to the closing date was 26 days. They approved the mortgage in 9 days.
North Jersey Community Bank gave Safi that mortgage and a better experience. But she is in the minority. Many Americans, no matter where they go for a home loan, now find they need a bigger down payment, piles of paperwork, and oodles of patience. To be clear, it's not that smaller banks have looser requirements, but they are, at least in some cases, more nimble. North Jersey Community Bank CEO Frank Sorrentino says his bank never offered easy money, even during the housing boom.
Since we've been in existence, our credit standards have been pretty much the same. And, we have this funny policy. We like to lend money to people who can actually pay us back.
The big unknown is what the more stringent loan process will do to the U.S. housing market. Some say the pendulum has moved too far in the wrong direction, making it too difficult for people to borrow and too hard for a housing recovery to build a foundation.
I think having this, going from so loose policy to so tight policy is not a good thing. And there are people who can actually, afford to buy a home and move on.
Housing expert Andrew Barrocas disagrees. He says lending standards got too loose, and now they're just right.
They're a lot more stringent than where they were, but they're, right about at norm of where they should be in order for banks to, take the risk.
As for Safi's new place, she moved in 2 weeks ago, and already it's home.
I love it. I do.
Suzanne Pratt, Nightly Business Report, Cliffside